connected. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I am pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing just as good as ever, just vibes, give them to me.
Yes.
Alright, so I think I got everything all set up and ready to go. Man, this one's gonna be an interesting one. It's very rare that I get the opportunity to, like, do studies on stream, so I don't know how this is gonna go.
Oops. I could hear half of that, but
Oh no! Did it cut out?
it works. It's internet probably.
Oh my goodness. Love that. I just all of a sudden load mine down and expect it to perform okay with a stream and a Discord call on.
It feel like that sometimes. Don't worry about it.
By the way, I don't know if anyone else is in chat. Say hi to my cat. He's probably gonna roll right off of the. Called it. No, that's his.
I see
His.
it on. I see it on the video.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he decided that he was gonna try and roll off the side. I guess. I don't think that was his intent. Huh? Alright, let me see if I can find some, let's see here, pose references. Well, thank you for joining me on chat again. It's nice to hear from you again.
Well, I'm always here. I'm always here.
I'm always here. Oh, it's so hard to find,
Literally.
um, like, pose sites that are, like, not just drawings. Like,
Mhm.
like, not copying someone else's drawings, like. And the best part is I'm gonna keep all of the nude photos off screen, so hopefully YouTube doesn't flag me, and I'm going to draw them censored.
Well. Hello.
Hello! Welcome!
Hello.
Whomst might be speaking? Let me see
Thank
here.
you. Glad to be here.
Well, hello! It's so nice to finally talk to you!
I know. Hi.
Hi!
I'm I'm just like the fact that you still remember who I am is just like means so much.
Excuse you? Of course I would remember who you are. We're in the Beelzemon fandom. It's like the 10 people that still stand this man. This mon.
We gotta pull together.
We gotta hold together. Well, thanks for coming on stream. How exciting. I'm so glad I can finally get to talk to you. Oh,
Me
man.
too. I finally just pushed my anxiety away and was like, yes, I'm actually going to do this today.
Alright!
Yeah.
Let's hope some other people join us all in chat. We can make some nice conversation. Use only the most. Sorry, I'm trying to figure
Yes.
out this sketch daily references page. It's like asking me all these questions about what I want to see, and I'm like, dude, just give me pictures. Give me pictures that I can draw.
Mm.
Okay. Any day now. Oh man, they definitely started off with a bang here. This one's a hard one. All right. So, for anyone else who happens to be in chat, I'm going to keep the YouTube live stream up. I haven't seen anyone else say hello in chat. I'm crying in the club. I knew it was a bad idea to stream on Friday.
What are people gonna be doing on a Friday though?
Quite honestly, if they're
Especially now.
being good and quarantined, they're doing nothing.
Yeah, they should be attending your stream.
Exactly.
Hello there, new person.
Hello? Boomst?
Hi. Hello.
soft and quiet in the in the chat.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Welcome. We're just here. We're vibing. Not much else to say.
We do be vibing.
Yes. Is that not the desire of mankind? To vibe? Goodness gracious. I never bothered, and I probably should have. I never bothered to figure out.
I'm like constantly switching between like Krita, Psy, and Clip Studio Paint, and I'm just like, how do I do anything anymore?
Impossible. Can't do anything, I guess. Guess I'll just stop doing. Alright, so now that now that I think I found my proper tool here, we're gonna start the actual stream. God, I should do warm-ups first. Whoa. Hello. That's probably a delay on stream, but like all of a sudden there was just a massive brush.
Oop.
Yeah,
Oop.
there's a big delay on stream, but
I figured. It's too much to ask. It's too much to ask. Eventually I might just start doing like Discord streams. I heard that that's a thing.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. Like, I know how to set up stuff, so it would work.
Oh,
Sometimes
that's
it doesn't
wonderful.
work.
Yeah,
So I think it doesn't work with only the way if you want to show your face. If you don't want to show your face, then it will work kind of like set you up.
really I could care not either way. But for some reason whenever I do streams, I find it hard to emote properly and like get across how I'm feeling whenever I'm just showing like my hands with like the Procreate streams or like just like screen share. I don't know.
Yeah, that could work.
I love Picarto because I can play music on Picarto and nobody flags me.
Hey. Sorry, meanwhile, I am drawing.
You are drawing whomst?
I am drawing my character. Character.
Very nice.
I haven't drawn this character in both forms. What? It takes so much energy.
I know, right? Well, especially whenever, like, you're still trying to figure out, like, designs and stuff like that. It's so hard.
I know her design. The problem here is that one of her forms is like half dragon,
Nice!
and the thing is that wing. But like feathery, so it's a.
Oh.
It's a thing.
Oh, I know that feeling. I've got a commission in progress like that right now.
I know. I've seen it and it felt. Thanks.
Thanks. Let's see here.
But you feel me.
I feel, like, there's something about feathered wings, especially whenever it comes to, like, the rest of the wing is fine, you can see the layers of feathers, but, like, the positioning of the primaries is always a problem. Primary feathers.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm just. Haha. I had to make that fun. I'm sorry.
It's perfect.
Love it. Get off of my stream with your puns.
Puns not non-stop.
I'm a dead joke person, so. Ah shit! I deleted the layer. Oh no.
Oh no!
Good, we have backspace.
We're not gonna get too close to this. I find that whenever I get too close to a drawing, all of a sudden I'm focusing on one area instead of the whole thing.
Mm.
And now I'm flipping the canvas whenever I
Is
should.
that Is that someone falling?
It's someone hanging by, you know, the silks that people do acrobatics on? It's like one of those.
Yeah. I first thought that it was pole dancing.
It looks like it.
Yeah, like the posing is similar.
It really is. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, they're very talented. They can do things that I cannot.
Yeah, same. But that doesn't mean that the posing is. I won't mix it up sometimes.
Yeah, right?
It's always like something between your legs and you're just dancing on it.
Oh, there it is.
That's about it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oh god. Where's my undo button?
It's just the rule of it.
This wasn't exactly what I was expecting from a pose site, but I'm going to take it because you guys can't see the picture because I turned it off just in case. I didn't want YouTube to be like, oh my god, there's artistic nudity. I'm gonna die.
I have no problem with artistic nudity.
Yeah, me neither. Well, I mean, obviously I was in I was in plenty of figure drawing classes in my time. And that's nothing but artistic nudity.
Oh, art class and the nudity. Yeah.
Ah, yes. You know, at some point,
I've been in a school when you have.
at some point, you just become numb to it. You're just like, okay, I'm just gonna draw.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that's there.
Yep.
You know that you have been in art school when you have seen so many old people
Oh.
in that kind of situation, and you just become totally numb to the whole thing.
You're absolutely right. And oh god, we had this guy, his name was Casey. Casey looked like Jesus. He had a beard.
Oh no.
He had the beard. He had like the slightly like longer hair, like just we all called him Jesus. That was like the thing. And drawing that beard, like not being able to get a clear view of a chin whenever you're trying to do a portrait, very hard. Aw, there's my cat again.
I feel you.
I don't know how far I want to go with these studies. Oh, sorry?
I said the cat is the star of this show.
Oh, always. That's one thing that you can always count on. Like, me saying and taking long pauses, and my cat being the star of the show. Also, I just watched the Unis Honest on how to be a good YouTuber. Clearly, since Mark and Ethan are both bad YouTubers, I'm going to win.
Hell yeah.
I really gotta catch up on Unis Honest. I haven't watched it in months.
That's okay. That's why it's there. I mean, it won't be there forever, but like, it's there and it's free to watch and it's on YouTube. There's no imminent time limit.
Counting down day by day of when I can no longer watch it, but I'll
Right.
catch up one day.
I'm just like, I want to catch up, but then like I see what they are doing, and I'm just like, why?
Well, the quarantine has made it like literally impossible for them to do anything. With any luck, we're gonna be in the clear hopefully soon.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, isolating is really nice on one hand, everyone's like, good job for not going out, and I'm like, thanks. I just want to stay home. But then on the other hand, I'm like, I need to go to the store. I need to see somebody. I need to see a live person.
Mhm. It's like the only thing I ever do is stay in my room, but also like I enjoy occasionally going out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like occasional walks at least,
Mhm.
but now it's not preferable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, where's my mouse? Please let me zoom in. Let me zoom. See, this is why I... Whoa. Hello? Wrong program, but thank you anyway. Clip. I hate it whenever you can... I knew it. This is one of the ones where you can't zoom in on the picture. That's the best thing about having a live model is, like, feel free to move closer. You know? This whole stream is just gonna be me complaining that I don't have a live model.
It's fine.
Okay, well, I think I'll do the shadows on this, and then I'll call it good.
I'm gonna apologize in advance if you hear any like weird scratching from my mic, because sometimes it decides to pick up me drawing on my tablet. So.
Oh, that's the whole reason why I can't do, like, you know how like iPad has like the ability, it's like, oh yeah, you can use the record function to stream directly from your iPad or whatever, and it's like, well, that's useless to me because now everyone will hear me tapping on the goddamn iPad.
Mhm. Yeah.
Now, if you hear any crashing sounds on my end, just always assume that it's the cats.
Mm.
Anyone in chat on live stream? Let's see here. Hello?
Let's see.
Oh!
There is some people.
Alright! I've got
They
this...
said hello.
Ah! Hi, Azrian. Let's see here. You can lurk. You're allowed. It's legal. And Alyssa, yes, I'm I'm moderately self-taught because school didn't really help me too much. The only thing that was good about it was, like, being able to draw from a live figure. And then, as far as teaching anyone how to draw, I can't even teach myself how to draw. As I just said, that I was self-taught, almost. I have a fancy piece of paper that says that I should be okay at art. Well, yeah, that's it. That's gonna be that for that study. Moving on. Okay. Next, please. Oh, okay. This one's a little bit easier. Why do they all look like they're pole dancing?
Well, because I put it in your head now.
Yeah, right? Look what you've done.
I done my God-given job.
Making everyone think of pole dancers.
Oh, everyone has to think about pole dancing.
Everyone in chat, think about it. But also don't. I don't know if YouTube can ban me for that. The power of suggestion.
The power of brain.
else doing anything fun for the weekend? I know it's coming up.
The only
Well.
thing that fills my weeks nowadays is D&D, and that's it.
Oh god. You know what? I've never even played a game of D&D, but that is so valid.
It's a lot of fun. It's certainly something to do.
Yeah. D&D is fun.
Is it quarantine
It's like
D&D?
when
Is it the kind that you play through Discord?
The only D&D I ever play is through Discord, so
Oh.
kinda, yeah, it's always been quarantine.
Oh god.
Gotta.
Listen here, you're
Never had,
valid.
like a streak when you it's rolled ones.
Oh my gosh. I can tell you the story of what, like, in my first ever D&D campaign, I played a character who was kind of, like, very go-getty and, like, would take action in any situation.
Mm-hmm.
Bless her heart! It's a very long story.
Please, give it to us.
But, I have to set up the entire beginning of the campaign to get to where I am now, so I'm just gonna say, long story short, a child got kidnapped. Our party was... Our party was going after them. And so... oh god. We were in, like, this quote-unquote car chase. They weren't actually cars, but they acted like cars. And we couldn't catch up to them in time, so they started flying over this river. And my brilliant brain was like, oh yes, I'll just shoot this guy out of the sky so I can go and get the kid back. Well, I had to roll on disadvantage, and if you don't know what that means, you have to roll twice and take the lower number.
Oh.
My first roll, natural 20. I'm like, okay, well this couldn't go, like, my next roll couldn't be so bad where it doesn't matter. I roll it, immediate natural 1, and I hit the kid.
No!
And they all go away, and I'm just like, oh no! I was so distraught.
That is a big move. I'm sorry.
I think that
me.
happened like twice in that campaign. It was so stupid.
You hit a natural 20 and then a natural 1 in the same campaign? That's gotta be even greater odds than just, like, getting 2 nat 20s.
I know. It's, oh my gosh. There's been so many stupid events that have happened. All because of that. It's so funny.
That's relatable. I haven't played D&D in a long while, but I remember those days.
I've heard about it. I know what all the things mean. all the numbers, I know what the numbers mean. I've read Tumblr posts.
That's kind of the, it's kind of the whole, like, basis. You need to know your numbers.
I'm not playing D&D anymore because numbers are scary.
Oh god. God, what a mood. You know what? I went to...
Yeah, that's fair.
I took calculus in high school. Like, which is not a standard around here. I don't know if it is anywhere else. But, like, in the stupid place of Arizona, it's not standard to take calculus in high school. Anyway, I took calculus in high school specifically so that I would never, ever have to take math in college. And I passed it, and I never had to take another math class ever again, the end.
that was me.
Same.
I couldn't even get calculus in high school because my math was that bad. So I
That's so
couldn't have
that's
like
so valid
never
though.
dealing with math.
Okay.
Because
No nips. No nips. No
I
nips.
only passed high school because my teacher helped me out on the final exam a little bit.
Oh,
They gave me all the questions and answers before, the final exam
that
Nice.
was
high
very
school. And
sounds
I
very nice.
I learned all of it just so I can pass.
Listen, like, no judgment. No, absolutely no judgment. Do what you gotta do. I had to escape the school system. It was going to kill me. Hey, you guys like my nipple sensor?
Yes.
Tasteful square box.
Wait. The stream will catch up in a second.
Oh,
No,
it'll catch up. Uh-oh.
it'll catch up in a second.
I don't doubt that I'm more behind literally probably everyone else because my internet loves to buffer streams.
Oh no. You know, it's also probably like me, just also because my internet here is at 12 megabytes per second. In other words, slower than dirt. The dirt transmits internet faster than my provider.
Mm.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and finish this one.
Oh, I see it now.
Oh
No.
no.
Okay, let's try. I haven't ever used any of like the brushes. Like the real brushes. I don't know how to do anything in this program. Oh! Wait a minute, did I get chaotic evil? How? Sikanda, please. I'm sorry I missed your message. Please tell me how I'm chaotic evil. Or anyone who happens to be in chat is chaotic evil. Oops, all evil.
Wow.
Oops.
I'm chaotic neutral. Cannot tell you anything.
Oh, it was probably the the D&D story thing.
Oh yeah, that probably was it. Oops, chaotic evil.
Sounds about right.
Accidentally a villain.
It's okay.
I guess I just have to live my life like this now.
Yeah.
We still love you the same.
It's okay, we support you. We all, every single one of us here stands like a villain. You're fine.
Yeah. Oh my god. Don't get me started about how many villains I like. Oh no.
What the fucking mood?
That's okay. That's okay. They have to have someone that loves them. Nobody else does. Okay, never mind. I decided that I'm not going to finish this. I'm going to go on to the next one.
Mm.
I'm not gonna finish this one. I'm gonna go to the next one. Oh my god. I mean, there's nothing showing. Alright, YouTube. Alright, YouTube, don't kill me. Don't kill me. I'm going to put it on here. God, please. I just need to be able to actually, like, see it. I need to be able to see it, YouTube. See, nothing's showing.
Please, YouTube. Stop doing the fucking work.
Yeah, like last time, I don't know if everyone here remembers, but last time they copyrighted me for my own voice.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun.
That is so incredibly, just unbelievably stupid.
It is. It was, like, surreal. Like, I don't know what to do about this. How do I tell them that I own my own voice?
Well, you know, you just gotta roll with it.
Yeah.
YouTube's copyright system is so bad.
Isn't it? I'm glad someone's in agreement. Like, literally, I don't even know how the bots are like, ah, yes, this is clearly copyright infringement. Don't ask me how.
It's just, it's copyright infringement, and it's like a dog.
Yeah, right? No, I think that they need to revise that heavily before they before they do anything else, but you know, I think it's probably been like that for a while.
Yeah.
It's YouTube after all.
God, I can't even remember how to draw a real figure. Like, I know where everything's supposed to be. It's just whenever you draw a real figure, it's because, okay, I was in the illustration track in my college, and so they kind of like pointed you in a direction of, oh, illustrators, you don't necessarily have to draw from life. You have to be able to, like, find the landmarks of, like the back, the shoulders, the hips, everything like that, to be able to construct your own figure. And so that was, like, the idea behind it. And so it kind of borked me from being able to draw 100% realistically. Not that I ever really wanted to, but...
Oh, jeez. Mm-hmm.
Realism,
No realism, we die like men.
God, right. Which is really bizarre because, like, a lot of my stuff...
Hi.
Oh, sorry.
I just showed up.
Hello?
No, I just hi, I just showed up. Sorry.
Welcome.
Hello, sorry.
Wait a minute, whomst?
Good timing.
Hello! Welcome! Hey, it's so nice to see you! Well, not see you, but see you.
Hi!
Oh. Welcome.
Oh.
Welcome to the
Oh.
stream where I try not to get copyright flagged by by YouTube for having a technically nude but artistic figure on the screen.
Oh no. Nobody tell. Nobody tell Susan.
Nobody tell.
Keep it
Oh.
away from Susan.
And everyone can say hi to Dave. He's been in the background of the stream this whole time. He just rolled over and made a noise, and I love him.
Kitty.
Oh, and the other cat is at my feet now, so just got both the babies. Okay.
Oh my goodness, baby.
Yeah, they're babies. You know, that's one thing that you can always count on my stream. I am going to talk about my cats, and I'm going to make a lot of nonsense. Just a lot of nonsense. And, like, I just wanted to vibe this time. Like, I get really stressed whenever I have to do things on stream, like commissions and stuff like that, because I often get, like, really, really, I don't know, distracted by, like, having to like, say stuff and, like, talk and stuff like that, and I'm trying to get used to it. So I was like, what better way than to just, like, not have to worry about finishing anything? We're just gonna sketch.
That's valid.
That is very valid.
How are you guys doing? Is everything okay? Don't make me go full ooh-woo.
Ooh. I've just been playing Animal Crossing, like, all day, because I've lost control of my life and I have nothing else to do besides my homework.
I wish that was me.
Wait a minute, you play Animal Crossing as well? I haven't been on in a while, but, like, I need friends. So far, it's only how shall I call you, Dorito?
Oh yeah, Dorito's fine. Dorito or Crispy works.
Dorito or Crispy? God, the two best names in existence are yours. How does that make you feel?
Aww. Very happy. Thank you.
Me?
I couldn't buy the game before quarantine happened, so I've just been sitting here
No.
empty-handed.
Is it like sold out everywhere or like what?
No, it's more of I don't want to just go outside just to buy Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
That's valid. I did the digital download.
See, I would do that, but I highly prefer physical games, even if it doesn't really matter. But so I'm just kind of like suffering. Like, should I buy it digitally at this point? I don't know.
But like,
valid.
that's so valid. Like, I couldn't believe whenever I bought. No, actually, I didn't buy it. But like, my whole family, all like, this was like the best Christmas gift ever. My whole family chipped in to get me actually it's right here, the Pikachu version of like the Switch. Whenever Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu came out.
Oh my god.
And, like, whenever it came with the game, it came with the digital download. It didn't come with the physical cartridge, and it made me upset.
No! Oh my god, what the hell?
I know it's not something to,
awful.
like, complain about, but it's just like, I have...
But, like, normally things like that come with the physical game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, it was just it kind of threw me off, and, like, I have every Pokemon game to date. Like, I've bought every, well, I didn't buy all of them, some of them were gifted to me, but I have every version that's ever existed. So, like, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, I wanted the physical copy, I have a collection.
Yeah.
Man, you know, you guys have a unique ability to make me go full ooh-woo.
It's a curse.
Power.
It's a power.
It's cold.
Two different sides there.
Curses aren't all bad. You can use them to your advantage.
You're right. I can control people with my ooh-woos. So I just I had a revelation. Not really a revelation, but I revisited for the first time in like 11 years an anime that I watched in high school. And I was expecting it to be bad, and it don't get me wrong, it was. But like if you remove the aspect that it's an anime and you should expect things to be cheesy, it was an experience. I went, and since Code Geass is on Netflix now.
Ooh.
reminded me of what it was
What
like
was it
to be a weeb. Code Geass. It's something, all right. How do I describe it? It's political. It's Shakespearean. Uh, like whenever I was in high school, I was in love with the main character. But like we already know that I always fall in love with the villain. So you're problematic, you're in. So like I fall in love with like the main character and oh just like at least the theme songs still slap. Theme song still
That's
slaps.
what matters, honestly.
That is all that matters to me.
Good. Take
Yeah.
it from someone who used to be a fairy tale fan. All that matters is the opening.
Oh god.
Oh, oh, I feel that.
You just gotta trust in the opening and nothing else. Like I used to oh my god, I'm gonna come out here right on national television. I used to like Hetalia. I used to be that person.
God save.
I did, that's fair.
Well, I'll admit to that.
I didn't like it.
It was oh god, I was in high school, so I didn't understand the problems.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
I was outside, so I didn't like Italia. I was more like into unknown animes.
Mhm. What kind of stuff did you guys watch? I can't be the only one out here admitting my sins.
Oh god, for a very long time, for me, it was just like nothing but Dragon Ball, which is still kind
Okay,
Pandora
alright
Hearts,
though. Like,
Soul Eater,
of... Ooh.
stuff like that, with demons and probably murder. You know,
demons and murder, you know?
Good stuff.
and good
Right.
stuff. Good stuff.
Like,
When I was a small tyke, other than small tyke, what words am I using? Other than Italia, like the only other animes that I would watch when I was like in middle school were Wolf's Rain and Fruits Basket.
oh, you watched Wolf's
Oh,
Rain?
no.
Are you a... have you become a furry? That's what I...
I mean, you know what? I don't know at this point.
That's my accusatory statement because I also watched Wolf's Rain and now I'm a furry.
Alright, but have you all watched Oran High School Host?
God, yes.
Oh my god. God, it's such a long time ago.
A classic.
A classic.
Yes.
There's just some
We
things
know.
that you can't outgrow.
I
Kyoya-
mean, I'm still out here committing some sort of sins because I'm heavily into One Piece.
it's okay.
you-
But I've heard One Piece is like really
I
good though.
will. Hmm?
I don't know what my eyedropper tool is. Where is it? Oh god. Of course it's I. It's I on the keyboard, of course.
It's a perfect fit.
Perfect fit. Nah, I used to... God, I liked all the problematic anime back in the day, and it's just like, oh, I have to atone for my sins now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh!
here's a
Oh, I was about to say...
question.
Yes, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, how about Black Butler?
You know, I never watched it, but like I always thought the main the butler the butler was hot. That's it. That's my only assertion.
That's fair. I think you'd like it. I mean, It's one of those animes you should watch in high school when you're going through your edgy phase, but I think you'd still like it.
We are
We are
into
still.
our edgy phase.
We are all.
God, we are all edgy phase 24/7.
Oh no.
And we are adults, well, all of us.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to say for the for chat, Azrion was like, Ao no Exorcist.
Oh no.
Ao no Exorcist is like the freaking bomb. That is my son. That's my child. I'm just into adopting characters, that's it. Like, everyone's either, like, my son or my husband. Or my wife. You know?
Ooh.
Yeah. I feel that.
I feel it. We
It's
are
like,
all
oh, this
sad.
character is getting poorly treated in the anime. This is my child.
This is my child!
I'm going to protect them.
I must
Ah,
protect.
yeah. We are all trash.
We are all.
Just saying, we are all trash.
That's fine. You know what? That's all good.
We are the trash.
I might have to give up on this one. I used too many, like, neutral colors, I think. Maybe. Maybe I'll do the sin of color picking. No, I don't think I will.
Hello?
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 Ooh.
Hello?
my,
Hello?
my phone just like glitched out. I don't know what happened.
Oh no. Hello.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright. God, I'm so happy. Gang's all here. I fucking love doing streams. Like, they make me nervous, but like once I'm in and I'm talking to people, I'm fine. It's just getting to that point.
Yeah. Yeah. I can feel that. As a fellow streamer, I feel you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Y'all be knowing. Okay, I have to find like the dorkness. Dorkness.
Darkness.
Dorkness.
Ooh.
Ooh, dork.
Look in the corners. I think he's there.
Oh god. You know, if we weren't if we weren't referring to a character, I'd be like, oh no, but you all know my opinion. You all know my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I agree. I agree.
No, he's right there. Whatever will I
I do. Oh no.
I sure hope he doesn't kiss me or anything. Or hold me tightly like he loves me.
God,
If
that
you think
reminds
about
me.
If he could, like, he would probably just stabby stab. So
Like, listen here. I have a bone to pick with the assessment that Dark would kill anyone immediately. It is that he's killed no one, so therefore I
He
can
really
kiss.
hasn't. His main goal is to kill someone, and he hasn't.
Yeah.
I think he wouldn't go for a kiss either, because as much as he is like a flirting character, he doesn't seem like, you know, a touching character.
Yes.
So
I'm
maybe,
like,
maybe he would just watch you draw.
I mean,
He already
to be
is.
fair, in all of his appearances, he does stand 5 feet apart because he's not gay for you, so, you know. I can't take credit for that joke. I stole it from a Tumblr post. I'm sorry.
No. Listen, every joke that I've ever made has been stolen for a Tumblr post.
Me.
God, like all I want in life is just to be able to draw as many pictures of Dark as possible, as humanly possible. Is that so much to ask?
I just want to draw and neglect all my other responsibilities.
Is that
Come
so
on.
much to
Me,
ask?
but with writing.
Oh my god, even with writing,
I think
that's
you keep
valid.
doing this.
Capitalism be like, oh, you have interests? I think the McFuck not.
I think the fuck
No.
not. God, that's a mood.
That's a big mood.
Like, before quarantine and before I got laid off, I was just like, I don't know how I'm going to live the rest of my life. You know, just kind of being like, well, I guess I can draw around work. And then I accidentally got my wish. I think we all know the moral of the story here.
Exactly. Be careful what you wish for.
Exactly. It's turning out
I
all
wished
right.
for like a year of summertime, you know, like summer
Oh,
break.
God.
I got what I wished for.
Oh god.
Oh god. Think of all the people who asked to just spend a month home playing Animal Crossing. How much they be feeling right now. I'm people. by the way.
Yeah.
We all agree we had similar wishes before because
Yep.
when you're constantly working, but then you realize it's fucking boring after a while if you're just
Yeah.
"Ugh."
But like, I don't know, like, I think that I'm taking the opportunity to at least, like, work on my career path. Ooh, woo, maybe I'll get to just draw for the rest of my life. That would be nice. But oh god, I have to draw for the rest of my life.
God.
Listen, the only fear that I have is that my productivity will crash at some point, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, I guess you're not an artist after all."
Here's the thing though. It's not just productivity, but if you think about it, people can't afford art right now because art is a luxury.
Yes.
So we just stuck.
Yeah.
And like, oh god. So most of us doesn't even get the chance to get paid for work.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So it's sucky. It's a sucky time period.
And like, you know, now is obviously the optimum time to like get like a bunch of stuff and like be like, oh yeah, you know, I can promote myself, I can do this, I can do that, but then it's just like, oh no, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, because like you promote yourself and people like it and like share it and everything, but nobody has the money for it, so it's like
What's the point? What is?
Whoops.
yeah, pretty much. Oh, chocolate.
Chocolate?
I
Chocolate!
have a lot of chocolate. I have like a bunch of chocolate because I get mood swings and I have to balance it.
You're valid. You are
Not
so
valid.
valid. Like,
I know I am.
you know you are. Good. Good. Let's see here. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I just
I-
realized that people are talking in chat.
Proud of myself.
Are you missing out on anime? That's not a question for me to answer. That is not a question for me to answer. Like, like it's good, but it's also like, just a little. I love
I don't know,
animation.
It's difficult because like there's a lot of different kinds of animes also. Yeah. It's between slice of life and shonen anime, obviously. But then like, you know, is really a difference, you know?
Yes. Yes, there is. Okay, I am a fucking weeaboo, so I'm going to go on a rant.
All right,
Go on.
go on.
I have seen a lot of genres of anime, and though a lot of them build on the slice of life like genre. Most of them are in a way that they switch up what they're doing in it. Like there is like the whole magical side of things,
Mhm.
and then you look on the other side and there's gore and blood and everything else.
Yeah.
And you're just questioning if anime is for every age group and why like talks about why anime is not for every age group,
Mhm.
because I usually watch horror animes. Obviously, that's my main concern in life, to watch horror.
Yes.
But if you look at it, you have on one hand we all know Oren High School Host Squad. It's a very basic anime. It has the slice of life. It has the romance tropes. It's very chill. It's very vanilla. It's a good watch for everyone.
Mhm.
But if you take, let's say, more well-known horror animes like Tokyo Ghoul or Attack on Titan, you watch that, and even as an adult, it can scar you. So
Yeah.
there is a lot of differences between animes, and when you so many of them, you see these slight differences and the bigger differences. Like there are animes that seem very chill, like it starts out very chill and like any other anime, and then you end up being scarred because there is hidden messages and hidden like little things that you can see or go back and later on
Yeah.
and realize. Like there was this one anime that I started to watch. It was a magic girl anime. Like you would expect sparkles and pink and everything. And I think at the sixth episode, one of the girls got their head bitten off
Mhm.
on screen.
Oh. Oh no.
It's Madoka. It's one. It's Madoka. So like
Oh.
it's like you expect a ride of like magical girls and fluff and everything, and then you just sit there seeing this episode and questioning reality.
Then you're just like, oh, I. Well, I guess I didn't know what I was
Well,
in store
alright.
for.
So I wouldn't generalize every anime because as much as they build on tropes, they can surprise you
It's very
a
true.
lot of times.
It's so true, and like, I'm glad that you said it, just because like I am a fan of animation. Like I love animation, and so like I can like sit and just like watch an anime for the animation because a lot of them have like surprisingly good like techniques and stuff that you've never seen before in that regard. But like the stories are often very
Yeah.
surprising. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, like you never can really anticipate what something is going to be about unless I mean like you can kind of like guess a little bit, but like there's always going to be some element that is surprising to it, and that's what I like about it. I don't know, maybe just
Yeah,
Western
like
media in
animes.
general is bad.
Like I love animation in the first place, but I am like we are used to Western animation. The like that's what we are used to.
Mhm.
Disney. That they are very basic. They are following a routine usually. They
Yeah.
can still surprise you from time to time, but if you look at the Eastern animation, like animes
Mhm.
and that sort of stuff, they have so much variety. Just like in the Western like movie and theater
Yeah,
like
yeah.
world, there's just so much variety. And while they are doing so many things, they are still keeping up with a good animation style and the good storytelling. And it's very different. And if you watch enough anime, of course you will be able to understand like tropes and you can see them.
Mhm.
But as someone who is living the most in the more Western culture, for us it might be a little bit more surprising that than for people who are growing up with anime all the time. Anyway.
Yeah. No, and that's totally true. Is because like we think of it as something that's a little bit different from what we're used to, but you know it might be totally normal. Seeing like it shocks me every single time. Like it's like, oh yeah, the original air date or whatever for this anime was this time, and I'm like, it aired. It was on TV somewhere.
Yeah, because like there are just so many differences between cultures to begin with. Also their beliefs. Oh my god. Like I'm into like the mythological side of the whole anime,
Oh yeah.
and their mythology and their creatures are so well built.
Mhm.
So creepy sometimes. Like
Oh yeah.
I just love it. Like one of my favorite horror artists, who is actually a mangaka
Oh.
called Junji Ito.
Ah, I've heard of them.
Keeper. Yeah, they are making wonderful body horror, but to the point where it's so detailed, it both like captures your eye because it's wonderful work,
Mhm.
but also disgusts you
Yeah.
deeply, and it's those kind of things that I'm interested in
Uh huh.
because it's a culture thing for Ito as well. I'm looking into these things usually because I'm bored and what else should I do with my time?
No, like
But
yeah.
yeah, well, like yeah, there's just a lot of things that you can learn through them as well,
Mhm.
like animation, and mangas, and stories that they have, how different that part of the world sees our world than us do, because our culture went
Mhm.
different ways.
That's a good way to look at it. I like that. You got a good take.
I just like to learn. That's all. On
You know,
my own. If I have a teacher and they tell me to learn, I'm not gonna do it. Like,
Same though. I have such a problem learning under like it's almost under duress. You're like, oh, I have to learn or else I'm going to fail, and then everything's bad.
yeah, it's like you get pressured in school, but when you're on your own, you can just search out things that interest you and learn from them and create your own style and imagination, and it's just so much more better
It really
to learn
is.
on your own.
I completely agree.
uh, I love that we can agree on that.
Well, I mean, I just have a bad time like with the education system in general. So.
I mean, I have a. They say our education system is good, and then I look at it, and then I look at myself in the education system, and I'm just like, I
I don't see it,
have
bro.
been in school 20 years. Because this is a little bit of a rant,
That's okay.
because I'm in, you know, art school right now. Good to begin with. It art school horror stories, but I'm in an art school where we have to buy our own like materials to begin with, and you won't get the programs either.
Hmm.
Like you have to buy all the Adobe programs, which
Oh,
is very
my
expensive.
God.
And when your laptop doesn't take it, you're just sitting there and questioning life because you can't work
Yeah,
if you don't have the program, right?
that's even
So
bizarre.
I mean, that's kind
That's even bizarre
Yeah.
for here, where the U.S. government doesn't want to pay for anything. Let me just start it by saying that government doesn't want to pay for shit, and that's really bizarre, even because here I wasn't required to buy the Adobe programs. However, I did have to buy my materials for school, but I didn't have to buy the Adobe programs. However, they were only provided to us on like we had to go into the computer lab or whatever to use them.
Yeah.
But it's just really rough. It's like those
Oh.
bad boys are expensive.
Yeah, like you want to work on your project for like class, and you just sit there and be like, I don't have a program, I don't have the money for it, and my computer can't take even the crackboard. Whatever the fuck I will do.
Ugh.
And that's when you. I use my art program for cheating.
That's-
My teachers just heard about the whole situation, and some of them tried to help because like the principal is just no, they don't help out.
They don't care.
But like the teachers were like, okay, we can do something about it, and they couldn't because they ran out of like free programs to give, like free
Oh.
keys.
You're kidding me. Love the school system.
Yeah, like that's one part of it. The other part of it is when you get the email from school. It's quarantine. You
Mhm.
can't really count with everything, and you lose your sense of time, especially like me, because like I'm having more than one American friend, so I stay up all night.
Yeah. See, but
And,
like the feeling's mutual though, because I do currently have lots of friends that are overseas, and it's just like, so either
Yeah.
they stay up for me or I get up early for them. It's like, no one can win.
Yeah. Like, you lose your sense of time, and then they send you this email, not knowing what's going on home, how the quarantine affected you, if you're even alive. They send you this email that please reply to this email if you want to continue your school.
No.
Oh my
Have-
god.
Have you realized that I'm in quarantine?
Oh my god.
Have you realized that none of us knows what time it is anymore?
That's nuts. Holy cow.
Yeah, schools are being a little bit dumb right now.
Yeah.
We are still taking exam.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what?
Wait a minute. Do you have to take the
It's
exam
fun.
from home, or do you have to take it in person?
From home for now, but they are planning on like holding the final exam for the second years in school. And I'm
What?
just like, that's a very stupid idea.
That's very bad.
That's a very stupid idea. Don't do that.
God.
What do you not understand about having a pandemic?
Yeah, right? They want to decide who
I mean-
lives and who dies, clearly.
in this like country, they are not taking the pandemic seriously, so I'm not.
Oh.
Oh no.
People are dumb. It's fine.
Well, we knew that.
We are taking it seriously. Though.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, taking it
at the very
seriously,
least, the
but-
thing that you can do is take it seriously for yourself.
Yeah. It's, like we are taking it very seriously, especially because my mom is a doctor.
Yo,
So,
yeah.
like,
Ooh. Oh goodness.
It's the whole package. But that only means that I get updates on how we are. With
Very
the
quickly,
sickness.
yeah.
Down with the sickness.
Down with the sickness. Wah!
You tried.
I tried.
really-
Listen,
really
I
struggled.
listened to metal, but I cannot do a voice. It's bad. give me the you tried star
There
from
we go.
Tumblr.
I gave you a golden star.
Thanks. Oh my god, I think I'm ready to quit on this one. Ouch. My fingies. My cats have abandoned me.
Oh no.
They're gone. I'm kidding. They're just in the house somewhere else, causing mischief. As
Good
cats
for
do.
them.
As cats should.
Oh my god. Who just did the the cat? I'm a kitty cat.
It was me.
It was you. Cat. I'm a kitty cat.
It's your friendly neighborhood meme mom.
Thank you. Thank you for that. My crops watered. Literally, I watered them this morning.
At least you're ready for the whole apocalypse thing.
Yeah, right?
The
Like
coolest garden of crop.
I'm just, I'm down here. I got my garden. I got my cats.
And I'm ready to fight and get the groceries.
Yep. I don't have to fight to get
Two kinds of
groceries.
people. Yeah. As I said, two kinds of people.
Yep.
You either grow your food or you fight for your food.
Mhm. You know what? It's the worst thing because there's like so much like zombie movies and apocalypse stuff, and like even like I don't know, watching Mark play Resident Evil, I was just sitting there like, oh god, this is it right now, isn't it?
Oh gosh. Oh no.
Sort of. Just without the very irritating zombies that would give me a heart attack.
Yeah, yeah. That's the least that they'll do. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. My whittle dwelling. Hello? Mr. Obama? Jesus Christ. I know I vibe checked myself on that one, but like...
This is fine.
You know, this is all that I can hope for in a stream. Just straight memes, straight from the source.
Okay, but if you want to, like, I have a story with this.
Oh?
With
Oh god, I'm
Mr.
afraid.
Obama. First thing I said on voice chat to Dark was, Mr. Darkiplier, Mr. Typewriter. No.
Did that get you banned on the spot or what?
No.
I would have expected it.
Yet.
Yet.
My bravery saved my ass.
Okay, alright, that's it. I'm calling it quits on this drawing. I think it's close enough. Oh, my hand. My whittle fingies.
Oh, that old thing.
Oh, that old thing. Please, Mr. Dakupoya.
to dog apply? I need my serotonin.
God, that's me.
Oh no.
I'm crying. That's what it's like to be inside of my head at any given moment.
You know, Dark is not a murderer, but he will fucking stab us.
Oh yeah.
Emotionally.
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 Emotional.
I mean,
Fucking wait for after all this time with Mark saying that Dark is a heartless monster. Dark is actually gonna end up being a heartless monster, and we're still gonna be like shocked about it. Cannot wait.
heartless monster.
Rude.
It can't be.
I
I
mean-
recognize that Mark made a choice, but given that I don't like it, I'm going to ignore it.
Okay, here's the thing though.
What is it that
What
I
was it?
reject your reality and I substitute my own?
Or that meme where you're looking at the door with the sign "Dark is a heartless beast," and you're just like, I don't care. I can't read.
I can't read. Yeah, that one that I drew for my blog. That's my opinion on the matter. That's it. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, so here's the thing. We already have like actor Mark,
Yes.
who's a bitch,
Mhm.
but you can still get his get the idea behind him. And we have Dark, who's also a heartless bitch, but you can get the idea behind him. So people love both characters, and we will to love both characters. Who the fuck cares if they are heartless? They are good characters to begin with.
That's true. That is true. I can always appreciate a good character, except for actor.
I do love Me a Bastard, not gonna lie.
You do love you, a bastard.
Love you,
I
bastard.
don't blame you.
I mean, like, this is why we are trash.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing about actor to me is that a very good character, very good especially because we hardly know anything about him, other than the basics of
Yeah.
what happened. He didn't have 2 or 3 lines at the beginning of Who Killed Markiplier, and then now we're just left
Yeah.
thinking oh my god, is it essentially in Heist, you're is it actor or is it Mark, So I think it
Okay,
brings a
but
lot of stuff to question, especially in projects like these, especially whenever you include Dark, because he's there in Ending 31, just vibing.
Yeah. Okay, so I looked up things because I like theories to
Ooh,
get informed.
give me the theories.
And if you look at there are little details in Who Killed Markiplier where you can see why actor Mark became the way he was and why he ended up in that position and why he did what he did.
Interesting.
So there's these little details of Damien being manipulative and Celine and William and all of them put together this idea of actor Mark. So if we take that idea, I'm going to look up the video later on. I will look for it because I know this from a YouTube video.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the details, then you can put together if in a heist, if that's actor or not.
Huh.
Because I didn't see all the endings, but I have a really, really hard feeling that he is actor because of the whole body language and how they are acting and how they try to be the hero of the story.
Mm-hmm.
And in Damien, actor Mark said that he wants to be the hero of the story and
Yeah.
wants to make Dark into the villain.
Mm-hmm.
So, putting all the informations together. They are still just dancing like two fucking idiots. Around-
Oh, fine. Oh, a mood? You had one job. You had one job. No, no, no. It's just Damien trying to seduce us. I will fall for it.
mean-
That's all it is.
Okay, let's be real though. We would let him.
We would let him.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Mhm. Yes, David.
Totally.
Was that a kitty?
That was a kitty. A baby.
Oh my goodness, there's a kitty. A
Mhm.
baby.
Where did he go? He left. He came in, he meowed, and then he left.
Invalid.
Need to make an announcement? Gone.
Yep. Okay, alright. I'm gonna open up a new document. I'm hurting my hand trying to, like, refine this, so we're gonna do more sketchies. Mas sketchies.
Sketchies.
Sketchies, ooh woo.
Ooh, what's this? More sketchies?
Ooh woo. It is. Please, please, son. Please. Give me the reference photo. Oh, this one is pole dancing. Oh no, it's more silks. Man, these are really good, like, reference photos. Let's see here. Oh, this one, she's hovering on balloons? Excellent.
Balloons, you say? Is that the Pennywise I hear?
Here, I'm just gonna show this one. I don't think I'm gonna draw it, but, like, it caught me off guard whenever it came up on the thing. Nothing is showing. It's artistic nudity. Gotta wait for stream to catch up. Artistic nudity. It just caught me off guard.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I love the expression
That
on
looks like
his
gay
face. Hello?
Homoerotic bullying.
That's it. That's it. Homoerotic bullying.
Oh my god.
That works.
It reminds me of those people that use, like, reaction images from, like, gay porn for, like, perfectly safe for work things. Oh, this one's badass. I love this one. I'm gonna draw this one. Okay, alright. Here we go, here we go. Oh, it's tiny! It's little! God damn it.
It's little.
It's small.
It's just a little picture. That's it. Cannot change this.
Cannot change this. I'm just little creature. That's it. I cannot change this. That's like one of my favorites. Like, honestly. That's like one of my favorite memes.
It's so powerful.
Oh, wait.
That's up there with Littlest Salami, honestly.
Littlest salami. As a treat. You can have a little yearning. As a treat.
That's a treat.
God, I have to get back to drawing. This is directed at you, Gardevoir. I gotta get back to drawing that body pillow. I have it. It's here. It's on my computer. Let's see, where's my recent files? I don't want to open my files on here. I'm gonna open it in a separate. Just in case. Oh, and it's gonna take forever to load. I think, like,
Just in case.
just in case. There are things. There are things on this computer. Things I'm not proud of. There it is.
got teased by Barbie, and I don't know how to feel about it.
It's... That's... Yeah. Sometimes it just be like that.
It's an
There it
important
is.
message, but also I'm questioning reality.
All I want to do is finish this. That's it. That's all I want. I can't. I can't.
God, it looks so good.
Ooh.
Y'all ever, like a Digimon?
Like a Digimon, maybe a little too much.
Just a little too much. Listen, I was a baby. I was a baby whenever I first watched Tamers, and I was just like, what is it, like, it had to have been like 13, 14 years between the time that I last saw that series and the time that I wanted to rewatch it, and the only thing I could remember about it was I was like, there was that hot biker dude that I really, really liked whenever I was a kid. And then I made the mistake of rewatching.
The Tamers dub is just a wild ride.
It really
in the first
is.
place. Like, okay, long story short, we're circling back D&D. I'm in a Digimon D&D campaign, and
Nice.
before we started it, we watched some of Tamers, and the first episode, like, you know how they do freeze frames and then there's like a little narration there?
Uh-huh.
The first episode does that, and it just says, "Ah, dude, that's harsh," and that has affected our campaign. Literally, whenever the session ends, the DM just goes, "Ah, dude, that's harsh."
I love and I hate dubs. Like, on one hand, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, like, it's really cool to see, like, how they interpret, like, the Japanese script. And then on the other hand, it's like, 9 times out of 10, the dialogue is just garbage.
Yeah. Hold on one
So
second. I am being
90s.
called. Be right back.
Oh
Oh,
god.
have fun.
Why?
Boy. Oh man, I really like this picture. Whoever is posing for this, like, that's a hard pose, A, and then B, like, it's just freaking cool. Just so cool.
Yeah.
YouTube's gonna come snapping fingers rhythmically out of the darkness, like, oh, that's a little too suggestive.
Whoa, dude, are those female presenting nipples? Not on this YouTube, you won't.
God. Cover your nips. All of your nips. I don't care how they present. I think it's so funny because you have to imagine that there was like a boardroom meeting that was like, how should we address this? People are gonna make fun of us.
Well, I mean, you want to think they said it like that so that they could be inclusive of trans people, but like, just the way they went about doing it in the first place was just, oh my god.
It was so terrible. And then on top of it, it did absolutely nothing. Nothing. Like, the porn bots are still out there.
I know. Like, if anything, it got worse right after they did it.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing.
I mean, I don't know why I stuck around, because, like, initially I moved to Twitter, but, like, I don't know, there's just something about Twitter. Like, there's something about being, like, in the public eye.
Yeah.
I mean, Twitter is not that bad. Actually, you can't find shit on it, so...
Twitter has good memes, but like, other than that, you know.
Yeah.
I'm living on Twitter, so... I came back to Tumblr for one reason, and one reason only.
Yes.
My friends.
Aww. That's
Well,
blessed.
One friend.
One.
The one.
The chosen one.
the chosen. You know who's the chosen.
I do.
We all know who. We all know who's the chosen one. Especially now.
Yes.
Because I'm being openly gay about it and I don't care.
That's fine.
Aw.
Listen.
Enjoy
Listen.
your gayness.
We are all.
Yes. Just enjoy your gayness.
Be gay, do crimes. Am I right?
Enjoy it.
Be gay, do
I'm
crime
perfect
unless it's
now.
breaking quarantine.
Yes.
Trump will take down this video because I'm saying be freely gay.
Oh god. Well, like, the funny thing about, like, YouTube, though, is, like, sometimes they take down, like, videos by LGBT content creators for totally bullshit reasons. Because they're talking about,
Oh.
like, quote-unquote controversial topics or whatever. And it's like, okay, thanks.
God.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh God, there's this one movie reviewer I absolutely love. Do you guys know Nick Spears?
I
Or-
don't. Please tell me. I'm looking for more
God.
things to watch.
Oh my God. I adore her. She reviews like obscure horror movies, or just like really fucked up ones.
Ooh.
And just like she's a trans woman, so she has a lot of videos where she like talks about that. And like a lot of times, if she'll mention it, YouTube will like demonetize her videos. It's the stupidest fucking thing. It's like, oh my
fuck
God.
that.
Yeah.
Awful.
Fuck that.
Fuck.
And like, just to bring it up, especially as part of like a movie review and stuff like that, it's bullshit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I watch a guy who does animation reviews, and like he talks about like animation, especially like kind of in more of an adult like fashion, like stuff that came out in like the 70s and 80s that was kind of more like aimed toward adult audiences. And like YouTube will take down his videos even though he censors everything. And not even for like content or whatever. It's just because like I don't know why. But it's cool to know animation
The thing
history.
with YouTube is,
Yeah.
yeah. The thing with YouTube is that if you're LGBTQ, it's gonna be harder. Like, as much as they say that they support it, they are kind of asses about it.
Yeah.
yeah.
On the other hand, though, it's still a more open place to talk about LGBTQ stuff than on Tumblr, and I'm going to tell you why. Because as much as I love Tumblr, and as much as I feel like there's a safe space for LGBTQ people,
Mhm.
it's also like when you're hetero, there's a lot of heterophobia in a way because there's such a concentration of people there who are LGBTQ. And I say that as a pansexual, so before there's judgment, I say that as part of the LGBTQ.
Mhm.
I feel there's a
No,
lot
you're-
of like.
Don't
hate
say
on
sort of
people who
part. You
not.
are part.
No, I'm not seen as part of it because I had only hetero relationships because I was growing up with that mentality, and it's hard to like get rid of that mentality when it's like shoved in your brain, even if you have the feelings of for anyone, really,
Yeah.
and everyone
Listen.
all the fucking time.
Listen, I'm here to validate you. You're part of the community.
That's the first.
Eh.
That's the first. But yeah, I just feel like there's no perfect place for nor LGBTQ people nor hetero people on the internet because there is no balance. Because you either have like homophobia or heterophobia on sites, and it's just a mess, sort of. Because I understand that a lot of LGBTQ people have gone through a lot of shit. Like, I really do get that because it's a really hard place.
Hmm.
But I also don't understand why we should answer hate with hate, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I can understand that. You know, I'm just like, I'm a peaceful person in general. Like, I'll always listen
Yeah.
to both sides of any argument just because, like, I don't know, it seems like the right thing to do. You know, you can't just, like, silence people.
Yeah, here's the thing. When you have all sides of a story, it's so much easier to make the right decision than when you only listen to one side of the whole debate.
Hmm. I can vibe with that.
Like, I understand both sides on in this, well, more or less,
Hmm.
but like seeing normal like people, like hetero people trying to help LGBTQ people and then getting backlash because they are not LGBTQ is just something painful for me
Oh, yeah.
to see. So I'm trying to stand up for both sides, and both sides hate it.
Oh, no. The ultimate moral quandary.
You know, when you're like trying to be nice about it, and like you try to be nice to everyone, and everyone is just like, shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
sitting there and questioning everything because you just wanted to help.
I just want to help, guys. Alright.
I wanted to help, guys. How dare you?
Let me see here. What have we got? I think I'm gonna have to use some lighter colors.
Sorry, meanwhile I'm downloading pictures of my favorite person.
Excellent.
Hello, I am back.
Hello, welcome
Hi,
back.
back. I'm Aurora.
Oh.
I had to cut potatoes.
Potatoes? God, potatoes are the best thing ever. Wish I could have one.
Yes. You want some potatoes?
I would love some, but I
Potatoes?
can't have them. Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Potatoes? Can I offer you some potatoes in these trying times?
This is the content I subscribe for.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm never sure. I'm never sure if I'm giving the people what they want. Today I'm not, because I got all those sweet thumbnails just sitting, you know, waiting to be drawn on my iPad, and I was just like, I need to remember how to draw first.
You know,
Valid.
you just take a paper
Uh,
and you draw 2 dots, and that's about it.
yep.
You take the pencil, you put it to the paper, you cry, you draw. Maybe you cry some more. It depends on the process.
The crying is the most essential part.
The crying is the most
Yes.
essential part. Like, you can't leave that part out.
Pay me in your tears.
That's what it feels like taking commissions. Alright. I'm gonna cry a lot about this, so, pay me good. I'm kidding. I'm mostly kidding.
Mostly.
Mostly. No, I honestly love doing commissions. Like, I just wish that I wasn't a bastard. And I think, like, I think the ADHD is finally to a point where I can't ignore it anymore. I can't pretend that it doesn't exist
Yeah.
anymore, because anytime that I go to sit down to start something,
Valid.
unless like something is holding me to it, I will sit and I will not do it, looking right at it. I will scroll Tumblr for days. So I said to myself, I said, self, ask your therapist about this. And I asked my therapist about this, and my therapist said, ask a psychologist about this. So I went on my telehealth, because I can't go see anybody, and I said, okay, anybody out there a psychiatrist? And they're like, yeah. When can I get you, when do you want an appointment? I don't know, as soon as you can. May 29th.
Oh. Oh no.
I should actually talk to my therapist. If you want, I can just talk to him about talking to you.
Don't worry about it. Basically, what I need is if I'm gonna get medicated on about it, like I have to see someone that can write me a prescription, if it's the case, which I'm pretty sure it is. Like my therapist was like, "You have a very strong case for this," and I'm like, "I thought so."
God. I
Yep.
feel that.
But like everyone is always
My
like,
issue is-
don't self-diagnose.
keep
That's
going,
bad.
sorry.
You know, everyone's always like, don't self-diagnose. That's bad or whatever. And it's just like, so then I never like sought out like anything. I was just like, oh, it's probably just my depression. Depression gets mostly moderately fixed. Oh no, there's something else going on here. Ooh, woo, what could it be this time?
Okay, but like self-diagnosis sometimes helps to find the actual diagnosis when you have a therapy next to it.
Yeah, you
Because it's
absolutely have to have
like,
like therapy
what-
with it.
Like if you go off of like things that you see and feel and you have an idea what it could be, then your therapist, like, it helps your therapist to see through what you're going through, because
Mhm.
it's going to be different for everyone else. You might be right about your like you can be wrong about it,
Hmm.
but either way you will know a little bit more about yourself and how to go around it.
Yeah, that's mostly what I want out of all of this, is just be like, I need to find the speed run. I need to find the ADHD speed run. And I need to get around it. Speed run mental illness? It's more likely than you think.
Mood. I would like to do that. I speed run through it.
If I find the tactic, I'll
because
let you
it-
know.
Oh. Okay, please do. I would need that for my PTSD.
Oh god. You know, I think that
Speedrun mental illness, no hacks.
no.
No hacks, no beds run. CBT.
Worst speed runs to mental health. Cry over your art. You will get better.
Yeah. Step 1, cry. Step 2, ask yourself why you cried.
If you don't know why you're crying, cry more.
Yes.
Figure it out eventually.
Yep. No, like I saw a text post a long time ago that like totally got it, because like I didn't know what therapy was like until I went to therapy, but like it hit the nail on the head. It was like therapist. No wait, it was like me talking to my therapist. I want to get hit by a car. Her. What kind of car? That's what therapy's like.
Therapy is hard, but it's worth it.
It really is.
I should get back to it, but I also don't want to.
Well, it's
you know, like
it's rough. Like, you show up and you're like, alright, am I ready to be emotionally eviscerated? I guess.
For
Therapy
me,
is nothing but a call-out post. What it's
Oh
supposed to
god,
be.
it is.
for me, it's not the problem that I have to open up about like being the stupidest bitch. My problem is more or less how to deal with it, because when you're being told that you should meditate, and you're like, I can't even sit straight for 5 minutes straight.
Uh-huh.
Then you're just like sitting there and, how will I do this? I don't have time for this. I don't have the capacity to concentrate on this.
Yes.
Please.
Please.
I mean, I love my therapist, but oh my god, he went with the whole meditation thing,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
really nice when you're in session. When you're in session, it's so much easier because you have help. But when you're home, you have so many little things
Yes.
here and there. You just can't concentrate on what you're doing, and you either fall asleep and don't get anywhere, or you're just distracted. if
Yeah.
you're me.
No, I
I
feel that.
I get easily distracted. Like for now, I didn't talk for a while because I got distracted by Tumblr.
That's so valid.
I was just trying to save pictures, but at the same time I seen really nice post and really bad post, and just got so distracted by the whole thing
Hmm.
that I couldn't concentrate on talking.
No, that's me. Like if you ever like if I zone out and I'm vibing over here and you guys are like, hey, hello, come back to Earth. That's what happened.
Don't worry about it. We all like we just do it.
I'm just glad to have like you guys here to talk to me while I'm doing stream, because like silence is killer for me. Can't be in silence. Especially not on stream whenever whenever it's, more expected that, you're at least somewhat entertaining.
My concentration is gone again.
Ah, same. I will say this, like, last night after I finished watching some anime, I,
Anime?
anime?
Was it hentai?
No.
Oh.
Unfortunately. I went to a panel at an anime convention once that was called Is It Hentai? That was the most entertaining panel that I've ever been to. Basically, what they did was they put an anime clip next to like a hentai clip, and then they played it for people with with blindfolds on, and so the the people had to guess whether like the clip was anime or hentai. And it was
Oh my
just
God.
so funny. Oh, that was like one of the better
As
things that
long
I
as
did at Comic-Con.
As long as it's not Boku no Pico, I'm fine.
Oh, good. Oh god, why'd you have to say that name?
I want you to suffer with me.
Oh, but anyway, sorry, I got distracted again. No, I was, after I finished watching Code Geass last night, I was like, it would be really fun, like, Who Killed Markiplier screenshots, but anime. So I'm working on that too now.
I can do that. Wait, where is it? I'm going to do a few things into this text channel because I have been doing stupid ass like anime like things
Good.
with certain characters in certain situations. I just have to find all of them because I'm dumbass and I forgot where I put them.
Oh, mood? Oh, worm?
You know you're an artist when you can't even figure out where you put your art, even though you have them sorted by month.
Ooh.
Same.
Real talk, though.
Where the fuck did I put it? Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, damn.
Damn it, I wanted to see it.
I'm going to find it. Just because I want to find it. There we go.
You found it?
Now I found almost all of them. Yeah. Now just Discord has to work with me.
These are so cute. Oh, and then you had to ruin it at the end. You give me the cute screenshots first, and then you give me the heartbreaking ones.
Oops.
Also, I love the... Here's my permission, I don't have to fucking answer you. Oof. The Wilford one hurts a lot.
Damn, Wilford just had to go out and have like the saddest backstory.
Like, right? Like,
Have to do that, but he did it anyway.
he just...
Oopsie doopsie.
Well, like, the worst part about it is he doesn't know. Like, that's like the killer part of it. It's just like, you know, he might sometimes know about it, but then it kind of just goes away. It's just, it's rough.
Yeah.
That was the hardest part. Keep going,
It's
sorry.
called PTSD. It's just called PTSD.
Yeah.
Because you can block out really bad memories when you have PTSD, and sometimes they come back and you just curl up and cry. And then other times you just... Also, I'm seeing the chat. Also, yes. I actually have one of those, like, I have the mirror scene sort at the last drawing. The others can vouch for me. Because I'm reading the YouTube chat by the way.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just like, oops.
So,
The mirror scene is kind of like an anime trope, but like, listen. But listen, it's valid. I started drawing a scene with Damien and Celine first. That was my prerogative. I'm like, if I'm gonna start anime-ifying everybody, I might as well start here. Okay, guys, I have like my hands have gone completely numb. I don't know why, but I think I better stop.
Good.
It was a pleasure to have you guys on stream. If you wanna stay in chat, I have some stuff to do, but I'll be able to chat a little bit. But I have to turn off the stream because I have no hands left. They're gone.
oh dear.
Please do not lose your hands.
Voice kind of stopped for a while. My sound died for a moment.
Oop.
Oh.
It's Discord. It's
It's always Discord. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye to everybody out in the YouTube chat. Thank you for like stopping by. I'm so sorry I was very inattentive to the YouTube chat. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for showing up. I'm so sorry again, and I suppose if you decide you want to stop back by, we'll see you again perhaps in the next one. Alright, we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye now.